The News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the top stories of the hour. Over 40,000 Maynilad customers from Las Piñas, Bacoor, and Imus will be experiencing water interruptions starting today. This will last from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day for 6 weeks or until August 8th. According to Maynilad, the interruption is necessary to facilitate the replacement of 3 out of 14 ultrafiltration membranes, after which they will again release another schedule of interruptions, as the remaining 11 filters also need to be replaced. Maynilad explains that the filters are normally replaced after 5 to 7 years. However, due to the poor water quality in Laguna Lake, the filters need to be replaced after only 4 years. It thus advises its affected customers to store water in the morning for use during the hours without supply. They also have water tankers ready to serve their customers. The water level at the Angat Dam continues to drop. As of this morning, water at the Angat Dam was measured at 183.5 meters. That's barely 4 meters above the 180-meter minimum operating level, and farther still from its normal high water level of 212 meters. The National Water Resources Board expects water level at the dam to continue decreasing until August. With this, it has approved 50 cubic meters per second allocation for the Metropolitan Waterworks sewerage system. That's lower than the 52 CMS allocated for the MWSS and water concessionaires until end of this month. The NWRB has also approved a maximum of 28.5 CMS water allocation for the National Irrigation Administration. Metro Manila sources 90% of its water supply from Angat Dam.
Pasa naman po tayo, no? Kasi nagsimula na po yung mga nagulan ay magbibigay po ng mag-recharge po sa mga reservoir natin, particular po ang Angat.
New anti-poverty czar and suspended lawyer Larry Gadon has been unanimously disbarred by the Supreme Court. This was brought on by Gadon's repeated utterance of profane remarks against journalist Raisa Robles in 2022. The court had earlier suspended Gadon from practicing law pending judgment. According to the Supreme Court, the video clip was indisputably scandalous that it discredits the legal profession. The court also pointed out that lawyers must avoid scandalous behavior, whether it be in their public or private life. The court also reiterated that there are 6 other administrative cases pending before the Office of the Bar Confidant, while 4 other cases are pending before the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. The SC said the volume of these complaints speak of Gadon's character. SC also cited Gadon in direct contempt of court after baseless bias allegations against Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonen and Associate Justice Alfredo Caguiwa. The SC thus reminds all lawyers that the court will never tolerate abuse in whatever form, especially when perpetrated by an officer of the court. Gadon meanwhile said that he will treat this matter as a private concern and that it will not affect his commitment as presidential advisor for poverty alleviation. He is also eyeing to file a motion for reconsideration, claiming that the penalty meted out was too harsh. Before his disbarment was announced, Gadon has said that he was still proud, even when he was suspended for his remarks against Robles. He believed that he was only suspended for political reasons.
Alam mo dyan sa Supreme Court, marami kasi dyan ay mga kaalyado pa nung natanggal na Chief Justice. Kaya siyempre, gumaganti sila sa akin. At ako, I'm very proud to say that even if I was suspended due to a political reason, not because that I was dumb or I was a crook or not because I stole the money of my clients.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jago Castro. The Philippine Confectionery Biscuit and Snack Association warns about the adverse effects of the proposed junk food tax. The group's president, Kissinger C., told a big story that this would dampen the demand as sellers are forced to increase prices. Consequently, C explained that the proposed taxes on salty food would result in add-on costs to consumers, affecting the whole supply chain.
Yung dating piso na pilitan na rin itaas, ang laking impact sa demand sa ikot ng mga sari-sari stores mismo. So what more if we put this tax, we expect na mas lalong madadampen yung demand, and in industry, not just the sari-sari stores, the whole supply chain will also be affected.
The group called on the government to give industry stakeholders the chance to propose alternative means before its implementation.
But this time, mukhang they're serious about this, and hopefully magkaroon ng avenue na mapakinggan yung lahat ng ma-affected, and yun, able to communicate our points and maybe also alternatives. We may have alternatives on our end that we can suggest na sana makonsider nila.
Around 20,000 Muslims gather at the Quirino Grandstand to celebrate Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice. This marks the first time Filipino Muslims are able to celebrate the feast outside of their homes since the COVID-19 pandemic. Muslims in the predominantly Catholic nation will celebrate the feast with an outdoor prayer rite. It was 2019 when Filipino Muslims last held a morning prayer at the main grounds of the Quirino Grandstand. However, organizers said they were asked to hold prayers at the oval track instead, as the main grounds still had holes from when a COVID hospital had been constructed there. Meanwhile, the president extended a message in celebration of Eid al-Adha. In his message, Marcos reminds Filipinos of the importance of sacrifice and selflessness, reflective of the essence of the feast. The Health Department is looking to provide temporary licenses for nursing graduates who failed the board exam, but the Professional Regulation Commission is not in favor of this move. For One Review Center, the best approach is to help aspiring nurses pass the boards. And what better way to do this than to offer a free online review course, especially for retakers of the nursing boards. The review will take at least 4 hours per day to give those who are already working a chance to attend the classes either asynchronously or live via teleconferencing. At least 10,000 slots will be open for the free review course ahead of the next board exam set in November. The Review Center also aims to help nursing graduates who have chosen to work in another field to return to healthcare.
Kung nagtatrabaho na sila sa ospital or any healthcare settings, ika nga nakatanim na sila doon. So most likely, pag pumasa sila, all they have to do is to get a promotion to the next level, which is a registered nurse position.
And that's it for this hour. I'm Jago Castro. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. We are One News, all sides all the time.